welcome back to my channel. My name is Ken. I'm super excited to have you here. Today, I'm planning on doing a mid-year book freakout tag. I did this tag last year and it was super enjoyable, super fun to do, so I really wanted to redo it this year. I don't think I recommend going back and watching that video though, just because it's a little bit of a train wreck, but I do remember having fun filming it. So we win some, we lose some, that's how it goes, right? I'm very sorry for the plane filming setup today. I really didn't have anywhere else I wanted to film because it is kind of gloomy today, and this is like the sunniest room. Plus it's more open looking because it has white walls instead of like darker walls like most of the rooms in my house. The first question is, what is the best book you've read so far in 2022? And this is a kind of loaded question for me just because I haven't like read any very mind-blowing books that weren't rereads other than these two, and I couldn't pick one out of both of them, but I only have one physically. So Song of Achilles by Madeline Miller. I loved this book. It is a devastating, heartbreaking, you will cry type of read, and I know it won't be for some people, of course, you know, but it's also a very popular book. Like, you've definitely seen this somewhere, Book Talk, BookTube, Bookstagram, somewhere. I really enjoyed it, but mostly just because I personally really love Greek mythology, and so I loved all of the references. And I also I've never seen another portrayal of Patroclus and Achilles quite like this. Like, of course, you see theories all the time about the fact that they were probably lovers, and they definitely were lovers. But I've never seen like a retelling of it like this, and so it's very interesting in that way. And also, Madeline Miller's writing is just beautiful, amazing, wonderful. Loved it. The next question is, what is the best sequel you've read so far in 2022? And I regret to say I don't have an answer for that, because I don't think I've read any sequels at all. Like, not a single sequel to anything. I don't have that many sequels that I need to read, just because a lot of like in recent months I've been reading just a lot of contemporary standalones and some fantasy standalones. I just haven't had that many series that I've read, so it's just I haven't had the need to read any sequels recently. So the next question is, what is a new release that you haven't read yet but want to? And for this, I'm going with Café Con Lychee and Kiss and Tell. I can't remember either of the author names, and I don't feel like looking them up. Kiss and Tell follows a pop star boy band group, and one of the boys, I think, is like either figuring out that he's gay or he already knows and it's his journey. I don't know much more about it than that. That's all I really needed to know. Like, boy band, gay main character. What else do you need really in life? I don't need anything else, honestly. But Café Con Lychee follows these two boys from rival families, and they both own like restaurants, and I'm pretty sure they get into some kind of like Twitter battle or something, but that might be a completely different book. Anyways, it's very interesting, and it's like an enemies to lovers type situation. This also has a gay main relationship, which is very cool, very exciting. So, and of course, I kind of want to get to both of these books this month because it is Pride Month, and that would be awesome. So the next question is, what is your most anticipated release for the second half of the year? And for this, I'm going with Foul Lady Fortune by Chloe Gong, because oh my god, I am so excited for this book to come out. I haven't even read her first two books, but from what I've seen of this one, it's gonna be a lot more interesting to me personally. I probably will end up picking up the first two books from These Violent Delights, but I really am so excited for Foul Lady Fortune, honestly. The reason is mostly because I just started following Chloe Gong on Book Talk, and I love her so much. She's an amazing person, amazing content. I love watching her stuff, and honestly, it's just, this book just intrigues me so much, and so this is definitely my most anticipated release. I actually think it comes out in September, so not like that long but too long. The next question is, what is your biggest disappointment of 2022 so far? And for this, I unfortunately have to go with What If It's Us by Adam Silvera and Becky Albertalli. I really wanted to love this book so badly. It was such a cute premise. It's like a meet cute, like rom-com type situation. It's about these two boys, and one of them is in New York for the summer because he has to intern for his mom, and his mom is working at this firm in New York, so he's there for the summer. And it's about him meeting this other boy who has just broken up with his boyfriend, and them meeting, and it's a meet cute, and it's amazing, and it's adorable, and it's awkward, or it's meant to be. I was so disappointed. For the main reason being is that it was slower than I wanted it to be. Like, I wanted it to be very fast-paced, and it wasn't. And also, it's very long. Like, I tabbed it. I didn't highlight or anything, but I tabbed it. It's very long for the first thing. And I didn't like that very much, honestly. And yeah, I had a lot of nitpicks about this book, but I did end up giving it a 3 stars. It's probably more on this 2.5 scale, but so far, this was the biggest disappointment because I had very high expectations and it just let me down. So the next question is, what is your biggest surprise of 2022? And for this, I'm going with A Good Girl's Guide to Murder by Holly Jackson. I was not expecting to love this book as much as I did. I was expecting to like it a lot because so many of my friends like it, and a lot of my friends on Discord loved it and they rave about it all the time, and so I was like, okay, I'm gonna pick this up. I'm probably gonna like it a lot, but I wasn't expecting to have like as much love for it as I did because I was not expecting a lot of the plot twists that happened. And I know some people probably would have, but I don't read thriller very often, and this is one of the first I've ever read. So I wasn't expecting much, and I wasn't really expecting to get any of the twists, but it was a good twist, and I love the characters mainly. I love Pip, and I love Robbie, and I love the family dynamics, and just the whole situation was very interesting to dissect as well. So definitely a big surprise for me personally. The next question is newest fictional crush of 2022. And for this, I'm going straight to Irene Abraham from She Drives Me Crazy by Kelly Quinlan. I love Irene. She is a character that I just fell in love with. She's beautiful, she's smart, she's funny, she tells Scotty whenever she's out of line in the best way possible, and we love that for her. And I love her and Scotty together as well. She's just, I don't know, I love Irene, she's awesome. So the next question is new favorite character, and I know I just went over Irene, but I'm gonna talk about somebody different. I'm gonna go with Elle from Heartstopper. I love Elle. I think she's an amazing character. Her struggles with coming out to people and with transitioning are just wonderfully explained by Alice Oseman. And I think that the whole storyline for her is just beautiful. And also just her as a character. She's wonderful. She's funny, she's smart, she loves her friends so much, and it's amazing. And I absolutely loved Yaz's portrayal of her in the TV show. I thought it was wonderfully done. She was an amazing choice, and I love Elle so much. The next question is, what is a book that made you happy? And for this, I'm of course going to go with Heartstopper. All of them, they're just, Heartstopper is pure serotonin. That is what it is. It is pure serotonin. Loved it. I say the same thing about that as I do Red, White, and Royal Blue, but I'm not including rereads. But Heartstopper is just such an amazing series in general. Of course, it isn't all happy-go-lucky. Alice talks about some deeper themes sometimes, and there's definitely a few maybe trigger warnings in it, such as just heavy discussions about mental health and about eating disorders and things like that, and I definitely would check that stuff out for TWs, but I also think it is handled incredibly, and I think that Alice Oseman, in the way that she wrote it, she just did such a wonderful job of writing it. So the next question is most beautiful book that you've bought this year, and for this I'm probably gonna go with Ophelia After All, and the reason why I'm saying like probably is just because I didn't buy this book, I just received it through a giveaway type of situation, and so I didn't buy it, but I did receive it, and so I'm counting it. But it is a beautiful cover. I really love this cover. I think that it's wonderfully done. I love the colors. It's a beautiful cover. I wish I liked this book more than I did, because the more that I think about it, the less I remember about it, and just it was kind of a mediocre read in my opinion. But I do love this cover, so I'm keeping it. So the next question are, what are some books that you need to read by the end of the year? And for this, I have a whole summer TBR, and I definitely want to get through all of those before the end of the year. But also just mainly Lore by Alexandra Bracken. I want to get to this so bad by the end of the year. And I know it might not happen because it's a thick boy. It is thick, but I want to get to it so bad. So yeah, probably this. So that is the end of this video. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. I also wanted to tag Shells by Alicia. Please do it. I really want to see your take, so please do it. And I also asked her if I could tag her, so hopefully you guys. Anyways, so that is my one tag. If anybody else wants to do it, I would love to see the video, so definitely tell me if you're planning on doing it. Definitely recommend doing this tag. And I also wanted to give a quick shout out to the OG creators. I think that one of them has the video privated on their channel, but I will try and link both channels at least down below, so definitely go check them out. But you know, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all in my next one. Bye. This phase wouldn't last, but boy, you still got my